Hi everyone. Holy smokes. Do I still know how to... Nope. Do I still know how to do this? Guess not. I'm sweating. It's weird when you put a camera on yourself. I haven't done this in what, 2 months? I'm not used to it. So hi. Oh my gosh, I kind of fell off the face of the earth there. Didn't intend for that to happen, but the world was just a bit of a crazy place. I don't know, I just felt like I didn't know what to film. I didn't feel comfortable filming. Obviously, I was very anxious myself with everything that's happening in the world right now. We're so far from family. It's just the two of us here. So it just never felt right to film things. And yeah, I don't want to just film things for the sake of filming it. I film things strictly because I like filming and I like posting to YouTube and I like this little community that we've created. Just enjoy it. It's just a hobby for me. And in the last many weeks, it just hasn't felt quite right. So I just didn't post anything. I've been over on Instagram a lot though. So if you follow there, you've been getting a little bit of a dose of me, pretty much daily. So that's kind of where I've been. I wish there was more of an exciting update. People probably thought I was pregnant and morning sick and couldn't film, but no, definitely not. I have a salsa shop belly at the moment right now, which is basically Amsterdam's Chipotle. So I ate nearly the entire bowl and let's see, a few chips left. I've eaten down to here. And I've got my wine too. Ken's actually out on a mandate, so I'm taking advantage and watching some 90 Day Fiance, drinking what's left of our wine, and ordered myself a nice dinner. Happy as a clam over here. So yeah, you really haven't missed much over here. I've basically just been hanging out on the couch over here, hanging out over there in the kitchen, hanging out upstairs in the bedroom. There hasn't been anything too crazy going on. I guess the only thing that's really happened in the last few weeks is I've gone through a retinol detox. Probably could have been an interesting thing to film. My skin's back to its soft self again, but as I probably mentioned this on Instagram stories, I think I mentioned it in maybe my last video or 2 videos ago as well, that I have started using retinol. It is the lowest amount of retinol that The Ordinary offers, but my skin still reacted to it, and I was using it very sparingly, like very sparingly. So I upped it a few weeks ago, and my skin had a little bit of a reaction. It wasn't terrible. It's not like what you Google online or anything, but it was definitely super bumpy, very itchy, red, mostly just itchy actually. I was able to cover it fairly well with makeup. Ken said he can notice it, but he looks at my face every day for the last 15 years. So he knows that my skin normally is like this, and it was a little bit different for the last few weeks. But yeah, I was kind of nursing my skin back to health. I mean, that's like, maybe this is why I'm filming. There's literally not much going on right now. Oh, and the other really exciting thing that happened is that since I posted my last video, we have hit 10K and beyond. Like, it's crazy. Pretty much all, I think, from my France house tour video. For some reason, YouTube is really pushing that video and it's getting tons of views, and people actually kind of hate me in that video. They love to comment on my man brows and how I'm just like a negative, spoiled brat, basically. I mean, it's nice that YouTube's wanting people to watch it, but people kind of hate me in that video. And I must say, like, I'm not like my true self. I must have been like PMSing or something when I filmed. I was like pointing out the negative things. And yeah, give it a watch, see what you think. I still love that video. I loved that apartment, but I did point out a few of the things I didn't like about the apartment, which people didn't appreciate, because obviously we were very lucky to have lived there. But it is one of our most charming apartments we've ever lived in. So if you haven't checked out that video, give it a look. And for loyal viewers that are watching this video right now, you can give me your honest opinion on how cranky I really was in that video compared to my usuals. So yeah, that is really exciting. There's a lot of new faces here. Hello, welcome if you're new. Good to have you. Hopefully you don't hate me. If you hated that video and you hated me in that video, maybe you're just here for some more drama. I don't know. Anyways, the numbers are growing. It's a good thing. It's exciting. I think I'm at like 10.7 right now, which is wild. And really exciting. So yeah, I'm just kind of starting a new little vlog today. I'm thinking I'm just going to post it whenever I have enough footage. Usually my upload days are Saturdays at 6 p.m. here in Amsterdam, 9 a.m. PST back at home in Vancouver. I don't know, maybe I'll vlog throughout the week and post it then, but if there's too much content, I might just split it up and throw it up whenever it's ready to go during the week. So keep your eyes peeled for future videos. Gonna try to get back in the swing of things. But yeah, what I really wanted to say is thank you so much to everybody that messaged me through like Instagram, YouTube, emails. I honestly, when they started coming in, I was like, did anybody really? I really didn't think anybody would notice that I was gone. I know there's a good chunk of like loyal followers that will click right away as soon as I upload something. But I don't know, I just felt like nobody's really gonna notice if I just don't post something for a few weeks here, and then before I know it, I'm 2 months later and there's still nothing happening over here. So I just wanted to say thank you. Honestly, made my day to get those messages coming in being like, hello, were you alive? Just wanted to check up on you. I'm alive, I'm good, we're healthy. Just maybe a little bit stressed being so far away from family. Home claustrophobia is another thing we did feel when this whole pandemic quarantine thing kicked off. Of course, when you're 9.5 hours away from all of your family, first thing we did was Google flights. How do we get home? If need be, can we get home right away? And short answer was we could, but it would be a pain in the ass. It would have been hopping all over the place to get home. And normally it's just, you know, Uber to the airport, hop on your flight. The airport's really quick here. And a direct 9-hour flight, 9.5-hour flight back to Vancouver, and easy drive to the family house. So yeah, it would have taken a lot longer to get home, and it gave us like instant claustrophobia or just high levels of anxiety, let's just say that, knowing that we couldn't get home easily if we really, really wanted to. So it was, yeah, just feeling the ups and downs of all this. Obviously things could be much worse. We're very, very lucky to be here in this wonderful apartment in Amsterdam, which has been like the most wonderful place to be in quarantine, honestly. They did the intelligent lockdown, so they just trusted us to be smart enough and stay inside. If you're sick, stay inside. Stay inside, stay inside, stay inside. Yeah, and we're still able to like go for our walks and enjoy the beautiful city. All the flowers are blooming now. Today happens to be a particularly gruesome day. I actually had to delay filming for like an hour because it was like torrential Singapore like downpour, and the room just went black. And there was just no light left in the room, just torrential. So, but other than that, the weather has been amazing, and the city's been amazing. The people have been amazing. Yeah, it's been a great place. It just kind of sucks knowing that everybody else we love is that far away. Definitely produces another level of anxiety in us. But other than that, we are good. Ken's job is totally fine. Yeah, we're happy for the time being. And thank you so much for checking in on us. Even if you thought about us, if you're here watching now, thank you, thank you, thank you. On a more positive note with the pandemic, if you can see a silver lining in all this, we're actually very lucky to be living in Amsterdam at a time like this, because the city's actually very quiet, and this is like never happened. Like I've seen a few news articles. One was actually called Our Home Again, and they interviewed I think 6 or so different people that have lived their life in Amsterdam. A few of them like broke down in tears, saying that they're just so happy that it's kind of like quiet again. It's not in the center, it's not a party city. Outside their house is nice and clean every morning. You can bike everywhere easily. There's just so much more space. Even though there's a ton of expats here, it just feels like everyone's local. And not that tourists is a bad thing. Tourists are a bad thing, or that tourism is a bad thing or anything, but it's just so different to every year for like 10, 15 more years. So, I mean, it's kind of cool to experience the city during this time of year when we would normally be flooded with tourists, and it's kind of just a nice, quiet, pleasant city the way it was back in the day. So it's, I mean, I guess it changes the vibe of it a little bit, but we would say probably for the better. Like it's kind of nice just to know that everyone around you is local, and yeah, the city's just really nice and pleasant right now. So that's our silver lining. And I know a lot of people that come from Amsterdam, are Dutch, or have lived here for a really long time, feel the same way. So yeah, that part's been good. And then the other good thing, like I mentioned, is the weather. The weather has been insane during quarantine, like hardly any rain. Like today has actually been the worst I can remember in a while. But the weather's been like perfect. It's kind of hard to keep people inside when the weather is just like glorious, you know, mid-20s kind of weather, hardly a cloud in the sky. Even when all the bars and everything's closed, people just go out and load up their backpack, hop on your bike over to the park. One of our really good friends that lives just down the street from us just recently bought a boat. So if you live in Amsterdam, you got to have a friend with a boat. And it just so happened that we were already friends with this person that bought a boat. It's a lot harder if you find a boat and you got to figure out who owns that boat and then become friends with them. That's harder to do. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Although we might have done that, just kind of hung around the boats and she's like, hey, how's it going? It came the easy way for us. He bought a boat and he's taken us out quite a few times, lots more to come. Great time, good little boat, it's a good size, solid little guy. Don't think he has a name yet, but yeah. It's so nice. It's wonderful. And I, just for reference, I get horribly motion sick, horribly seasick. Like sea is the worst for me, being, ugh. But the canals are so calm. If you go out into the Amstel where there's a little more wave, then you don't want to be sitting there forever. But in the canals, I don't feel a thing. I feel great. Usually we have a beer in our hand. That always helps too. But, you know, it's a really pleasant little ride and you get to see the city in no time flat. Okay, so I'm a little out of practice with this filming thing. I've yabbered on as usual. For someone who is a very quiet, introverted person, I don't know, I just, bleh. When there's not physical eyes on me, I have lots to say. When there's physical eyes near me, I just clam right up. So I've jabbered on again, as usual. And maybe it's the wine. Could be the wine. This has definitely contributed to my quarantine 15. Especially early in quarantine. If you guys watched on Instagram, we were doing cocktail hours up in our spare bedroom because we removed Ken's desk put it in the bedroom and turned the second bedroom into kind of like a coffee break area, lounge room. It just kind of felt like we were extending the house a little bit. And Ken isn't the type of person where he cares what kind of space he works in, whereas I'm the opposite. It has to be like cute and pretty and creative feeling around me. Everything has to be in its place where I can get a damn thing done. Ken's the opposite. As long as the bed is made, then he doesn't care. He loves it too much to care what is going on around me. He hardly looks up. So yeah, we're enjoying that spare bedroom with cocktail hour a little bit too much probably in the beginning. And then suddenly we realized like none of our clothes fit. And it was definitely due to all the extra cocktail time hours. So we've been cutting it back, but you know, it's Friday. So here we go. I'm not cutting it all out, that's for sure. So I think I'll leave it at that. Just a little update for you guys. I am going to continue vlogging, you know, food and fashion and Amsterdam and hopefully thrift stuff in the next coming weeks. Try to get back in the groove of things. But like I said, hopefully, did I say that? I did say that. Yeah, I think so. Just keep an eye out. Make sure your notifications are turned on because I might just pop a video up here and there. Not necessarily my usual Saturday time, hopefully, but maybe not. Oh. I was messaging Ken before he left that I hoped he didn't get stuck in that torrential storm. He left for his mandate 2 minutes before it just dumped. So I said, oh my God, I hope you have found a good bridge to hide under because that's what I used to do. Coming home from work, there was a good bridge that people just kind of huddled under until the rain passes because it comes in pockets. So it's pretty easy to just hide from for a few minutes, but he just texted me saying he got totally drenched. So that sucks. He's gonna be walking around going through all the bars tonight. So yes, I'm gonna leave it at that for today. I hope you're all well. Thank you for checking in on me. Make sure you're subscribed, following on Instagram just in case I do disappear again. I'm probably over there, but I'm gonna try to you know, get back in the groove of things. Like this is the longest period of time I've taken off in years. It's always every Saturday. It's weird. Every Saturday comes around and I get excited to like see comments and I'm like, all right, I didn't put anything up. And it's always comments coming in from that France house tour and they're almost always nasty. So those aren't the nice ones to get, but check out the tour video if you haven't already seen it. What else? I think that's it. I'm just gonna keep watching my 90-day fiance and hopefully my husband doesn't come home too intoxicated. I'll prep the couch for him in case he does. Thank you guys again so much for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye.
Bye.